my autobiographical song and try to reconjure some of my earliest memories. One of them was my parents used to take us on ridiculous camping trips, my sister and I back in Wales. We would drive for 5 weeks in my father's Renault 16 to Spain, put up the tent for 2 nights and come home again. But it was very exciting, and I had this view of the telegraph poles and the wires out of the window after we'd done all that singing and to try and shut us up. We would sleep on this little shelf in the back of my dad's Renault 16. Only I could never sleep, so I would watch these poles and the wires, and it was a cinematic rhythm through it, and I haven't got time to do this whole setup, but I lost my dad just before Christmas, and this is sort of about him and my parents, and I tried to just sum up the whole thing from here to 0 to 62, and this is my biographical song. It lasts for about 3 hours. Lying in the back seat of that Renault, eyes wide open to the sky, watching telegraph poles keep wires parted as it looks like they'll collide. It is 1965 and my father's at the wheel, elbow outside, and I have felt so much. Out onto the open road, you try to live within a code. You try. Some days love is easy, some nights it's cold, and sometimes it lies. 5 a.m. unseen, unbridled beauty of the ocean that doesn't give a damn. I have felt so much. Love's big wide universe, well, it felt like my heart might burst, and it's much more than I deserve. Draw closer, my love. Felt so much. I stood amidst the grace of the gentle good in a far-off land. And it's true, we see the view in our souls from where we get to stand. Well, am I more alive now than when I first began? The blessed gift of children that binds you to the future and the earth. And if your ego gets an upgrade to wisdom, then faith is reimbursed. I've carried sadness and shame, but the healing gain of love, she changes everything. And I have felt so much. Love's big wide universe, it felt like my heart might burst. It's so much more than I deserve. Draw closer, my love. I felt so much. Some nights I stand at open doors with rain coming down, and I count them one by one. And I've seen the sky tonight, and felt the light in all that shadow draw. Whatever morning brings, it's hope and faith in these things that keeps us alive. And I have felt so much. And I'm lying in the back seat of that rhino, eyes wide open to the sky, watching those telegraph poles keep the wires parted as it looks like they might collide. It is 1965 and my father's at the wheel, his elbow outside.